The time travel series that we're pitching to you guys today is called Rupture Point Interstellar. It is based on Christopher Nolan's Interstellar movie with new characters and a new narrative, as well as some themes pulled from La Jetée and 12 Monkeys. The overview of the show. From the beginning, Rupture Point Interstellar immerses the viewers into a future from a radically different world. In the year 2067, Earth has been devastated by an asteroid, and a group of the world's 5 brightest minds are sent into space as Earth's last hope. Waking up 50 years after the impact, the protagonists realize that they were put on a mission to alter the past and save humanity from its demise. More specifically, the story centers around Kai Mercer, who has visions of a viable energy source capable of destroying canon events and creating an alternate reality to save the Earth. The time travel mechanics of the show. The series explores time travel as a relativity base where the universe can create new realities to fix itself and prevent any paradoxes from arising. This time travel is fueled by energy gained from orbiting close to a black hole and must be used to seriously disrupt the canon events in order for the universe to reset and regulate itself.
Now we can introduce our main cast for Rupture Point. The main 5 protagonists stranded in space include Elena Brand, a determined astronaut, Kai Mercer, a brilliant physicist, Martin 9, the advanced AI companion, Dr. Sato, a leading time travel theorist, and Jamal, a cyborg from the 1960s. Additionally, the main cast find the Nitrams, an advanced alien species that aid in the success of time travel. So, here's some concept art for the series that could be potentially used for a poster or other promotional material. First, we have Jamal. This is when he gets sucked into a black hole to save his friends. This is important because it references the series Interstellar, which uses relativity around a black hole for time travel purposes. This is a meteor or asteroid hitting Earth before the rocket ship lifts off that brings our 5 main cast to space. This is important because it references the main conflict in this series, similar to how 12 Monkeys uses a virus to make humanity's stakes much higher. This is the asteroid that wipes out humanity. Lastly, we have Martin 9, which is our robot AI companion. This is used to add a more futuristic aspect to the series, which makes time travel feel more likely and possible in our universe. Evolving the genre. Rupture Point Interstellar builds on its predecessors in the time travel subgenre by exploring fractured timelines, time loops, and the series is inspired by Interstellar, 12 Monkeys, and La Jetée. The show builds on Interstellar by expanding upon the ideas of time travel using black holes and future humans / Nitrams intervening in the past. More on that later. It also amplifies the elements of time loops and paradoxes from 12 Monkeys by exploring the uncertainty of the events that time travel can bring. Finally, Rupture Point Interstellar builds on La Jetée as they get help from people in the future to travel through time.
Now that we've heard a little bit about the genre of Rupture Point, let me give you an overview of Season 1. The purpose of the first half of Season 1 is to not only introduce the audience to the main characters, but also introduce them to the conflict that we'll see throughout the series. In Episode 1, The Awakening, we see that the crew wakes up in deep space from their cryosleep that they were sent on by all of humanity. They find a note from their past selves that Earth was destroyed. As well as this, they detect an unknown life form on board, leaving them on a cliffhanger. Episode 2, The Imposter. The crew discovers one of them is not human, and Kai senses something strange about Martin 9's behavior. In episode 3, The Nitrams, the crew discovers that aliens are actually future versions of humans, and they need to keep the crew alive to protect the timeline. Episode 4, Order 67. Martin 9, he has a hidden kill protocol that activates, and Kai must disable it before he destroys everything. Now, moving on to the second half of Season 1. In episodes 5 through 8, we see the non-linear narrative and explore our characters' perception of time and reality and how this conflicts with what other time travel shows might have predetermined in audiences' heads. In episode 5, Jamal's Fall, we see Jamal sacrifice himself to save others during the time collapse. We see something similar to this when Ramsey and Deacon sacrificed themselves in 12 Monkeys. In episode 6, The Machine, the Nitrams reveal the time machine they built using fifth dimensional physics to help save all of humanity. In episode 7, the characters realize what must be done in order to save all of humanity. They must rupture multiple canon events all across time in order to save humanity. In episode 8, the season finale, what everyone has been waiting for, we see the crew approach a massive black hole, splitting into multiple different temporal paths. All across time, each character must alter a key moment in history in order to prevent the destruction of Earth.
Alright, so here's more about episode 1, The Awakening. So 50 years pass and the cryo chambers automatically open. The crew stumbles out, confused with no memory of how they got there. Slowly but surely, the crew gets their bearings and discovers more and more about their mission throughout the episode. Early on, Jamal finds a note from their past selves informing them that an asteroid has destroyed Earth and that they were chosen because they were the brightest minds and they have to be responsible for restoring mankind. But towards the end of the episode, the power goes out and something is wrong. Martin 9 discovers another life form on board, and the crew has their first interaction with the Nitrams.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to our storyboard for episode 1, which is the opening sequence. We chose the opening sequence because it is the first view our audience gets at Rupture Point. So first scene, it's going to be the rocket ship blasting away from Earth right before the asteroid hit with some ambient music to make it very foreboding. And then next, it's going to be a zoom in on the cryo chambers opening and our main cast of characters stumbling out, all confused as what's going on. You can see that with Elena being like, where am I? But Jamal finds a little piece of paper. He's asking, what is this piece of paper? And then here you can read that the Earth has been destroyed by an asteroid and you are all humanity's final hope. That's from their past selves. But as Jamal is reading this, you can see that Dr. Sato hears a noise and asks, what is this noise? And the noise is just introducing Martin 9, the AI companion, because he's powering on, he makes a noise. So that is the end of our presentation. I hope you enjoyed, and we look forward to Rupture Point Interstellar.
Comment any questions.
Ago, the United States ambassadors to every country in the world told the leaders of those nations what I'm about to tell you. The comets are still headed for Earth. Now, we've been planning for the worst, so I hope you'll bear with me and listen to what I have to say.
Can't help us. Now you need to tell me what your plan is to save the world.
Not meant to save the world. We're meant to leave it.
I've got kids, Professor.
Get out there and save them. We must reach far beyond our own lifespans. We must confront the reality of interstellar travel.
Murph, I love you.
We will prevail. Life will go on.